This is SBC News. Good evening. The Seychelles Port Authority will open an investigation into the incident in which ammonia gas leaked on the Spanish fishing vessel last Wednesday. The incident occurred 2 nautical miles off Ceylon Island. Following this incident, several authorities were deployed to assist in an operation to rescue those on board the vessel. According to the authorities, the incident was one of the most serious they had to deal with, and in which 2 men on board the fishing vessel lost their lives. The Principal Secretary for Civil Aviation, Ports and Marine, Alain Renaud, says the Seychelles is working with the Spanish authorities to determine the circumstances that led to this incident.
Safety is our dedication for our ministry. In fact, it's our obsession. We have a Maritime Accident Investigation Board, and one of the tasks that they have, in fact, the first meeting is tomorrow, is to carry out an investigation of what transpired. And this is the first time that our accident authority is working with the Spanish accident authority to find out the contributing factors to this so we can learn from it. Normally, when you have these refrigerants, we don't know. But it sometimes happens because of maintenance that's taking place, or it's in the valves, the vessels, the coolants, or an accident might happen where somebody hits something for the leak to come out. Ammonia is used to refrigerate the fish so they can process and things like that. So it happens all over the world. And so it's not, it is rare, and it should be rare. But we're going to find out what happened and see what we can do to improve. And always, it's about improving safety. And when that report is ready, and I'm very happy to see that they're working with the Spanish authorities, we want a top-class report, and it will be published for everyone to learn from it, to find out what happened that night, what were the factors that contributed to this incident, and what we can change to make sure that we don't see it again, at least in that way.
And the Seychelles Port Authority has recognized the efforts of its officers during the ammonia leak incident on the Spanish fishing vessel last Wednesday. The officers each received a certificate for their bravery in a job where they were putting their own life at risk while helping others. The certificates were presented by the Principal Secretary for Civil Aviation, Port and Marine, Alain Renaud. Mr. Renaud says that it is important to recognize the work of these officers. He noted that every day they put their lives at risk for others, and the most recent incident was the one last week.
That outburst that happened with ammonia, it's a very common refrigerant used on many boats. Every day there are dangers, there are risks, and our team has procedures. They work together as teams, and when things like this happen, which we hope it never does, they respond quickly. And one of the things that I think the public needs to know is they're the first ones on the scenes. First responders take 4 to 10 minutes to get there. In that first 4 to 10 minutes, the people who are actually there have to move and move quickly. And that's often not recognized. And they know what they're doing. And so in reality, the first responders are the victims. And then secondly, it's the boat workers and the workers at sea. And so we're very proud of what they did. And we felt that it was appropriate to recognize this activity that they do to support the other first responders.
The Ceylon Petroleum Company, CPEC, has signed an MOU with the Defence Force to increase the storage capacity for fuel at several of the Defence Force's key locations. The increase in capacity is at a cost of 3.5 million rupees and is aimed at helping the Defence Force increase its presence in the high seas, which shall in return deter piracy, which in the past has been a detriment to CPEC's sale of fuel to international vessels.
The equipment that are being donated today will ensure that we can refuel our ships, vehicles, and aircraft swiftly on a 24-hour basis. And having a refueling facility at Assumption Island will permit our vessels to sustain operations in the southwestern part of our AZ, particularly in the Aldabra, Assumption, Astove, and Cosmolode area for a longer period without coming back to Mahe for refueling purposes. The SDF, on the other hand, will assist and support CPEC whenever required by providing security for its tankers when operating within Seychelles waters and the Greater Indian Ocean region.
It's on the 21st of next month that the AntiCorruption Commission, the ACCS, will give its decision on how the case of false document charges against Farin Rajan will proceed.
This morning in court, the English lawyer helping the Commission with the case, Karen Robinson, asked for 4 weeks to put the case together. She spent the last 2 weeks here doing her own investigation. The SCCS told the judge that this is the last time it asked for more time to finalize the case. The case centered upon the creation of a false document purported to be a loan agreement which enabled the purchase of shares valued at $4 million in a company in Singapore.
3 waste management contractors had the opportunity to follow a demonstration on how the new waste crusher located at the Providence landfill will operate. The demonstrations were conducted by French engineer Xavier Hamel from the German company Hamel. This will allow the waste products dumped at the landfill to be managed more effectively. This investment has cost the government, jointly with the Environment Trust Fund, 9.9 million rupees. The Department of Employment and the International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, are overseeing a 5-day workshop. This is being done throughout this week at the Berjaya Hotel. The aim of the workshop is to develop a roadmap for building a national security detection architecture for nuclear or radioactive materials that are out of regulatory control. Seychelles, Mauritius, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Central African Republic are the 4 countries participating in the workshop. During this workshop, the participating countries will learn better ways to detect, control, and manage nuclear and radioactive materials. The workshop ends tomorrow. A recruitment fair was organized by the Seychelles Revenue Commission, the SRC, to encourage people to join the company's workforce. The fair, which took place at Camion Hall this morning, saw the participation of employees from different sections of the SRC's tax and customs division. They provided interested job seekers with insightful knowledge on the roles, duties, and responsibilities of the different sections. The Director General for Support Services at the SRC, Christelle Betsy, said that there is a need for the SRC to engage with the public face-to-face so that job seekers can get credible information that will hopefully encourage them to start a career with the Commission.
The importance of the activity is to make SRC visible and to share the information related to the various vacancies we have. We've got quite a number, and this is why we've engaged all the sections and units representative to give information, to share the information with people seeking for jobs. So this is the aim of the job fair today.
Those are our main stories so far this Thursday evening. Join us again at 8. Bye for now.